Yo, 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 this another episode of School Hard Knocks with Freddie G. Man, crazy week in sports, man. We finna get into it tonight. Crazy week. NBA and in college football. And with college basketball coming around the corner. I'm gonna go over who I pick is gonna be the teams to watch this year. But going forward, let's start with this what's happening in the NBA this first week of the season. Cause it's just crazy. So the first week of the NBA season saw a lot of good games. OKC and Houston went to double overtime. Actually, Houston went into overtime again last night. So, uh, Steph Curry's been phenomenal. The Miami Heat put up 146 points on the Memphis Grizzlies the other night, or last night. And with all this going on, it's been a ongoing story that's been happening, an event that happened this week. So couple of former NBA players and former NBA coach were picked up this week due to some gambling. Former NBA coach and former NBA player Chauncey Billups of the Portland Trail Blazers, Terry Rozier of the Miami Heat, and Damian Jones, who was closely associated with LeBron James. They all were picked up due to some illegal, I don't want to say gambling, but it was a lot of other stuff. Like Terry Rozier was throwing games. They're saying dude was throwing games. And all this is connected to 5 major crime families that has like something to do with the betting. Like it was pretty much a betting situation. And so, and we should have known this was gonna happen a couple months ago. That clown ass Gilbert Arenas, he was picked up and he admitted he was gonna snitch. So we know what that was gonna happen. And then, it these are NBA players, like millionaires. They don't live by no they don't care about no snitching code. Like somebody gonna some and like I told everybody, this is gonna be bigger than what everybody think. Cause I think a lot of players is about to go down. Cause there was a lot of players that was throwing games too. There was a lot of players throwing games. So it wasn't just Terry Rozier. He was just happened to get caught. One of the ones to get caught. So, but like I was saying though, they said that this dude was like it was so bad that he was throwing games. I had to go back and watch a couple of games from last season. You could tell because it said it's been going on. It's been going on since he was with Miami and with Charlotte Hornet. Where dude basically was throwing games, like doing weird shit, like making weird passes, and then got to the crib and they all counted the money with like he was while he was there. So he guilty. He guilty. But I'm just glad to rat off my team though, man, because like I don't want him to be throwing no games for us and we in clutch situations. Cause I feel like that's what he did last year in some sense. But like I said, man, there's gonna be a lot of other players go down for this. This is just really the beginning. And it's just crazy that it happened in the first week of the NBA. Like the first week of the NBA. So, man, once again, we gotta be aware of players, man. If you could tell, cause sometimes like it be real, players make dumb mistakes. It's the NBA, but when it's noticeable and it's an ongoing trend and it's consistent, you gotta like raise your eyebrow. So yeah, man, that's going on. That's pretty much crazy. We're gonna see what that lead to, cause I think a lot of them gonna snitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's just me. I think a lot of them gonna snitch. Yeah. So um, but with all that going on, we still got a good week in the NBA. It's gonna all be capped off tomorrow with the first week. We got the Knicks going against the Heat tomorrow. Now, let me go ahead and dive on this too. So I got a gripe with Knicks fans. They like to celebrate a lot, but really have not done anything in 5 decades. So I'm gonna put this into perspective for a lot of people to understand. The last time the Knicks won a championship was in 1972. So in 1972, my grandmother was in high school. Like neither of my parents were born yet. My grandmother was in high school. Now me now, I'm literally pushing 30. Like I'm close. I'm 28, going on 29. That's how long. Like the Knicks ain't like most of their fan base wasn't even born the last time this team even won a championship. And then what's even more crazy, they like to celebrate like 1999. The year that they lost in the finals, they still act like they won it. Like they like to celebrate like it's 1999. I'm like, come on, bro. That's y'all haven't made the finals since the millennium, then basically, and that was almost 30 years ago. Knicks fans like to blame Pat Riley for that mishaps. Pat Riley ain't been to the damn Knicks in about 30 damn years, bro. He been with Miami and then been to plenty of championships, won 3 championships, and made plenty of championship appearances. Like, come on, he ain't standing by no Knicks. They it's like a weird ass fan base. They almost bad as LeBron fan base, bro. Like they celebrate every win like it's a championship. They turn up, the whole city riot. Then they turn over cars and shit, spray paint and do all kinds of wild shit. Like they ain't got no damn sense. And then what's crazy, they like I don't know what it is. Trae Young really put a dent in these dudes' heads, these people's heads. Cause every time you see a video, it's always fuck Trae Young. I'm like, damn, that was screaming fuck Trae Young in the playoffs. Why they was getting their ass beat by Indiana? Like they didn't even they worried about some dude that ain't even in the playoffs. Instead of worrying about a team that's whooping their ass right now. Or at the time. Like make it make sense. The Knicks ain't back. Let that shit go. The Knicks ain't never coming back, nigga. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Knicks, I ain't saying well, they're pretty much bottom feeders. They haven't won in about 50 years. So yeah. Let it go. Y'all just let it go. Y'all done. Y'all had a good, it's like one year y'all good, the next year y'all trash. Now y'all probably picked up a little slack. Y'all got a little nice team, I guess you could say. But it's the Knicks. Like, come on, now, it's the Knicks. Let's be smart here. But anyway, yeah, man. I think with the NBA, it's a lot of people finna go down. I won't be surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you. I won't be surprised though if Adam Silver get questioned. I could really see that. I could really see them going at Adam Silver. That's one thing, cause a lot of these bets, like you got to make it make sense. Who's the man that charges the NBA basically? The commissioner. He got to know a little something about what's going on. So I think eventually they're gonna I ain't gonna say they pick him up, but it's like I said, man, it's a good chance. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. And if they get him, just imagine what the league gonna look like. I think it's gonna put us like in a weird little era. I just see it. But yeah, man, that's the NBA. But we're gonna get into college football. This I got, and I can't stress it enough because I was stressing literally all day. Um, Start off with this Alabama and South Carolina game. So one thing I'm gonna say this has been in my like, and I've been saying this for weeks. The one thing we gotta improve on, cause the offense is great. We gotta improve on our run game because we didn't really run for nothing in this game. We had decent runs, but look, it's the crazy part. we had our wide receivers running the ball while our running backs are catching the ball. Like we had our running backs catching more balls than the wide receivers, and the wide receivers rushing more than our running back. It was a crazy game, man. And so not only that, like Ty took a lot of hits. He took a lot of hits, but he managed to get through it. 253 yards and passing and 2 touchdowns. Like, man, you can't ask. That's the Heisman right there. He kept his composure. He didn't panic or anything. He knows he's a great leader. And I gotta give it to Tim Keenan. Tim Keenan, game saving forced fumble. You know, he sacked Lenores, and I'm gonna be honest with you, because they managed to tie the game, which is great, because the offense wasn't really clicking today, but they managed to get it when it mattered, and the defense got to stop in a turnover when it mattered. They got a turnover right at, if not past, on their 30 or 40, but they managed to do it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of afraid because I don't too much trust that kicker. I really don't. I really don't trust that kicker. But we managed to get the touchdown with seconds left. And then look at these clown ass South Carolina fans. Like I gotta tell you about them. These clown ass South Carolina fans thought that it was gonna be one of them days where a team beat Alabama and we finna rush the field, be famous, we get our 15 seconds of fame. You should have seen the video. They all was at the state, like they were ready. Like they couldn't wait. Like they've been thinking about this all day. It's homecoming too. It was gonna be a day that they would never forget. But I love to break it to you. It just didn't happen. And you should have known by now. It just didn't happen. See, when you playing against an elite team, a blue blood, we do what it takes to win. I don't give a damn about no ugly win. I'd rather have an ugly win than a pretty loss. So regardless of who we beat, I don't care if they're unranked or ranked, whoever we play in front of them, the result is always going to end the way we wanted to end. Now you can say they didn't end the way we wanted against Florida State, but we see how they're doing now. They're a thing in the past. Florida State's a thing in the past. Did they lose this week? Because they played bye. Bye probably whooped their ass. That's how sorry Florida State is. Florida State, they're if we would have played them today, I guarantee you the results would be very different. So all we gotta do now is look ahead. We gotta look ahead. Now we play LSU next. I don't see. I gotta still watch the LSU Texas A&M game. That game was pretty good. That gets pretty close. Um, then we gotta play Oklahoma. Then we play Eastern Illinois. Yeah, and then we play Auburn. Now that Auburn game, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, really, like the Oklahoma, even though Oklahoma they lost to Ole Miss today, uh, I'm not as worried about them as I was because there's some inconsistencies on their part that I can see. Like Oklahoma, that defense is decent at best, but they have inconsistent play from the quarterback. Because I really think he's still hurt. But when you're working with stuff like that, man, it's just hard for you to win. So they play, and then next week is gonna be a hard game too, because it's gonna be Tennessee going against Oklahoma, and Tennessee rolled through Kentucky today. So I ain't say they rolled through them, but Oklahoma, Tennessee, they finna battle it out. I think that's gonna be a good game. My bad. Uh, I think I'm not Texas, Tennessee, and Oklahoma gonna probably be game of the night. But there's a lot of good games this next week. I'm just glad we ain't playing. We get a chance to rest our players and just get ready for LSU. But yeah, man, Texas. Hey, and before I get to Texas, I gotta give credit to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has just put on a clinic, and I've been telling everybody this Vanderbilt's not the same. Like even they're different from they were last year, and they beat us last year. We managed to beat them, but they just rolling through everybody right now. I think they're gonna be at number 8. I really do, and I've been telling everybody Vanderbilt's for real. So they still gotta go. They gotta play Texas next week. That's gonna be a tough game, and they still gotta go to Neyland. So you know, but like I said, I gotta give Vanderbilt credit. They play Texas next week. Like I said, that's gonna be a good game. Ohio State, they fraudulent ass. They didn't play nobody this week, but they play Penn State next week. And I would love for Penn State to upset Ohio State just for shits and giggles, just to be funny, even though I know it ain't gonna happen. But you know, Ohio State don't play nobody, so that's not nothing new. Um, Georgia play Florida next week, and I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be a good game too. Cause now, even though like it's a new Florida coach, interim coach, Billy Napier fired. Like, it's a trap game for Georgia. It's definitely a trap game for Georgia because now Georgia thinks that Florida is weak and wounded. So what is there to do? I mean, you got to play your game, but Georgia has the problem is with like every game they like to come from behind. Like, it's okay to make halftime adjustments like 1 or 2, 3 games through a season, but they make halftime adjustments every game. Like, you can't. That's gonna catch up with you at some point. Like, you gotta be better focused. I'm not gonna lie to you on that one. Um. So yeah, Georgia going against Florida next week. That's gonna be a good one. But man, like I said, I get back to these games from today. Alabama, they pulled off. They pulled it off. Um. I'm gonna say like after this bye week, they got a second half of the gauntlet they gotta run. The only game I gotta say, like I said, will be Oklahoma. We gotta see how LSU play. LSU and then Auburn. Now Auburn, we gotta go to Jordan Hare, and like I said, man, every time we go to Jordan Hare, it be some weird voodoo shit. And then like last time we went to Jordan Hare, the 4th and 31. So they still hurt pretty much from that. But what everybody failed to realize is Alabama has won this whole decade so far. They have beaten Auburn. So they just like Michigan and Ohio State. This graduating class or the class before this has never lost to Auburn, like ever. So we've been putting on the clinic, whooping all of the brothers' ass for the last half decade. So I'm hoping it continues this year, cause I'm liking these T-shirts that they're making. It's kind of cool, you know. But Auburn got the win today, though. Auburn got the win today. Gotta give them credit. But that's why I knew today was gonna be kind of off if Auburn got the win. So I guess Hugh Freeze here for another week. Yeah. So man, yeah. Now college, I'm gonna go ahead and go to college basketball. Now we all know last year was for to me was one of my favorite seasons. Um, Duke hadn't been that good in years, and it was just so fantastic to see us back like in that form because we were just whooping everybody's ass. I think we had a stretch we won like 13 or 14 games in a row. Now, granted, we had Cooper Flag and a lot of our other players, but it's that Duke system, the blue blood in basketball is Duke, you know. I think And I think they got us ranked. They got us ranked in the top 10. I think they got us number 8 or number 6. Which I mean, we should be at 4 because we damn near man, look, we had a chance to win that game against Houston. Like literally. I literally remember we had a chance to win that game against Houston. And we lost it. We turned over the ball too many times and then they scored within seconds. And they won. Houston won. Houston won and they ended up getting to the finals and got mollywopped by Florida. So it was supposed to be Florida versus Duke for the NCAA college basketball championship. We just didn't get the job done. I can't make no excuses. But I'm hoping this year coach got us more prepared, even though we lost a lot of our players. That's every year. We gotta make adjustments. We gotta get used to it. I think Duke is gonna for sure be in the top 5. We gotta see how the season plays out. I can't wait to see how we play in our first game. I really can't wait to see how we play against top teams like Houston, Florida, Kentucky, North Carolina. We whooped our rivals' ass like almost 3 times last. I think 3 times. I loved every second of it. We whooped North Carolina because like I'm an Alabama fan. I'm an Alabama college football fan, but I'm a Duke Blue Devil basketball fan. So North Carolina is like Auburn to me. If I had a chance to whoop Auburn 2 or 3 times in the season, I would love it. It's basically what we did in basketball. I did my team did in basketball. Duke, we beat North Carolina twice last season. I think if not 3 times last season. So and then we did it convincingly. I think 2 of those games was a blowout. It wasn't even close. So I'm hoping we do our thing and we get our progress back together and get back to the championship, man. That's what we need. Because we ain't won about 10 years, man. That's 10 years. I was a senior high school last time we won it. So we got to do better. But I think coach got us right. I really do believe in it. Florida, as they should, they ranked where they supposed to be, but they lost a lot of their players too. So really to me, Florida, Kentucky, Houston, Duke. I'm gonna throw Auburn in there. Alabama. To me, those really the top teams to watch this coming up season. Those are like the top teams to watch. Now, down the line, when we get when we get the little first half of the season over with, we're gonna start seeing like teams that's actually good. We might see some sleeper teams. There's no telling. It usually happens every year. That Cinderella team, it happens every year in college basketball. So, man, I can't wait for it. I can't wait. It's gonna be a great season, like I said. I got hope in Duke. I think we'll get the job done this year, man. I just gotta believe. But yeah, man, it's another episode of School of Hard Knocks. I'm going to head out. It's Freddie G. I might put back up tomorrow or do a little post game analysis like the day after type shit. Might talk about that Cash Money No Limit versus as well. But this Freddie G, man. Another episode. I'm out.